Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I am Conostip and this is going to be part 33 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as the Julii. And welcome back to this campaign that is starting to feel more and more like I am just butting my head up against a wall. But my goodness, am I excited for that moment when I finally do break through that wall, because I think that's going to be a glorious moment. Now up here, things have gone from, it's complicated. Now, there's a moment where I laughed maniacally as I saw these rebels pop up in the way of the advancing Britons, and I thought to myself, haha, well, they're gonna have to fight through those rebels before they have to fight through me. And this is a decent rebel army. I mean, there's a general. He's 4 freaking stars, so this army will be receiving a morale boost from that. And there's also, I mean, there's some naked fanatics inside the army. It's not that, you know, good of an army. Naked fanatics, peasants, warband, 2 mystery units, but still, it's something that was going to be in their way. And then they just sort of attacked that rebel army, and then the brigands fled through my forces, and now they're there. And now this army is essentially isolated. I doubt that these guys would be able to reinforce against the Britons unless we first remove the brigands. So yeah, that's complicated, and this is a stack and a half of Britons, which in itself is pretty scary. 1-star general, so nothing too scary there. But then the army, they have a full strength unit of chosen swords and the usual assortment, warband, slingers, barbarian mercenaries. But yeah, those chosen swords are a bit scary. And then here, there's more swordsmen, more woad warriors, more chosen swords, although I don't know the strength of that unit. It's probably full strength because I haven't fought any chosen swords that I can think of. So that probably is a full strength unit. So this is a scary stack and a half that needs to be defeated, and there's this brigand army just right in the way. My goodness, why? Like, that is so inconvenient. Sure. And as for reinforcements, I think that it's time for Decius Julius to make the move. I think he needs to kind of scare these Spanish back behind the Pyrenees again, and then he needs to link up with some spears from Noble Martius, and then he needs to get on moving, because yeah, he can't, this can't, you know, they need troops up here in the north. That needs to happen. As far as Noble Martius and Lugdunum, I think they can hold, like, on their own right now. There's enough troops here in Noble Martius. I have troops being trained in Massilia. I have a boat that's going to be bringing more troops on fairly soon, actually. You can kind of get on over there in this turn, actually. So there's definitely some good stuff, you know, when it comes to reinforcements for these regions. It's just going to be about getting troops up to the province of Amorica pretty soon. As soon as possible. So first things first, I suppose... Let's do this first, just to see. I want to see if I need to actually fight this. I kind of doubt it. Wow, they're gonna fight me. Oh. That's good. I will take this opportunity to fight them. They have 1 unit of full strength bull warriors. That's pretty fun. Spanish mercenaries. Oh no, 2 strength units of bull warriors. Oh, cool. And then, yeah, Iberian infantry, naked fanatics, round shield cavalry, skirmishers. So yeah, I mean, not a full strength army, but like, you know, some decent units in there. No like general that I need to be aware of, but still. Yeah, let's get a fight in. I can use this as my warm-up fight for what's about to happen up north. I have placed myself on the high slope of this little mountain here, and I imagine that they will be positioned... Well, actually, looking at their deployment zone, I should have an uphill position. It's such a weird map. Like, if I start down there, I have to fight uphill. But then, yeah, starting up here, I actually have an uphill, like a down, like, you know, fighting downhill against them if they were to be, like, in this area. So that's, yeah, it's interesting. Although I wonder if they would just kind of go over there then, which should kind of suck for me, but I do have archers. Yeah, that's where they are. All the way over there. Oh my goodness, that's such a long march. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's start marching. And yeah, as I was just saying, I do have the archers. And they are the long-range archers, so that should do the trick. Let's just bring my cav out to scout these woods just to make sure there's nothing going to pop out and eat me. And yeah, that's... See, one thing, gosh, I can never get camera controls in this game that do everything that I want them to do. Because, yeah, now that I have, like, the RTS controls that give me, like, a better view that doesn't, like, shift my camera, like, randomly whenever I don't want that to happen. Okay, that's one thing, but now that the camera's, like, stationed looking in this direction, it means that I can't shift my camera up to, like, look at them unless I kind of, like, I have to, like, side-eye it. Like, I have to kind of, because I can't move my camera up to look at them. It's so, it's just, you know, like, I just can't get everything that I want. I think in most battles, that I'm fighting, like, on more even ground, it's fine. But yeah, the fact that I can't just shift my camera to look up is just so restrictive. It feels so stupid. My goodness, yeah. It's one of those things. It's funny because, like, in most ways, the controls in this game are better than in Shogun and Medieval. But the camera controls, I have to say, the camera controls were better in those games, you know. But that's just because you could use the right click to adjust your camera in those games. In this game, you can't do that. So, I get it. I get it. There does not appear to be anything in these woods here. And that's another thing that seems to be a bit different in this game as opposed to Shogun and Medieval. At least Shogun, maybe not Medieval, but in Shogun, like, there would be like 100% be some troops here in these woods waiting to ambush me. That was a very common tactic used in that game where they would place units out in the open, particularly the general, and make you think that you're about to face off against, you know, the main part of the army by squaring off against their general, and then you don't, like, scout this little, like, copse of trees, like, to your flank, and then you just get pounced on by a bunch of angry, like, warrior monks or something. Yeah, that's a very, very common tactic in Shogun. So I might just be a little bit paranoid from that. And while we're on the topic of differences between this game and Shogun 1 and Medieval 1, I have to say I'm still just astounded by the fact that you can, as long as you're walking, your units don't lose fatigue. That's correct, right? That's something that I'm pretty sure I brought up in my, like, one of my first episodes, I think, covering this game. Because yeah, in one of my training, like, battles, I marched reinforcements all the way around a fortification so that I could link my two armies up together, and then they could attack it together. And it was through the snow, and I just walked them because I assumed that they'd be exhausted by the time they got to the end anyway. And because I had walked them, they had taken zero hit to their fatigue, which is mind-boggling. I just could not, like, that in Shogun and Medieval, units will lose fatigue even from walking through snow, especially if they're, you know, heavily armored. But yeah, in this game, it seems like units don't lose fatigue from walking at all. Like, they'll just stay fresh. And it was I'm talking about in that battle where I was, like, training and practicing, it was a long walk. Like, it took them a long time to get to link up with my main army. And yeah, they were fresh. They were fresh by the time they got to the main army, which is just astounding. It was really such a mind-boggling experience for me because I just, you know, like, snow really does play an impact on fatigue in Shogun and Medieval. And I'm sure it does here as well. It's just that it doesn't kick in unless you're, like, fighting or running in this game. Which is, yeah, that's an interesting choice that was made, I think. I'm trying to think, because I feel like even standing would fatigue men over time if they were wearing heavy enough armor. I could be incorrect about that. I'm talking again about Shogun and Medieval. But yeah, I feel like just standing in certain climates wearing heavy enough armor would be enough to fatigue men. And I don't know if that's the case in this game. And there just does not seem to be any good place to attack these guys from. This is reminding me of that battle against the Spanish that I'd fought earlier where was it the same map actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Maybe it was the same map. Because yeah, it was a situation where, I don't know, in that map I felt like I had more of an opportunity to maybe come in from like this side. Which is maybe something, maybe I just made the same mistake twice. Yeah, maybe I should have came in from that side, and then at least I would have been on a slope instead of, you know, facing straight up against them. But I do have the long range archers, although I don't know if it's a long range enough to kind of bring them off of the slope that they're on. Oh god, I hate that my camera's like stuck so they can't look at the guys. Oh, I just can't get everything that I want. Yeah, it's just God, it feels so stupid that I can't see the units that are above me because the buttons, yeah, again, for those of you who don't know, when you have like the RTS style like clicked on, I don't mean like the RTS camera controls, that's different, like those are what I'm using, but when you click on like the RTS option under, I can't remember what it's under, but what that does is that R and F now just like zoom in, so I can zoom in like this, but before R and F would be the things that you can use to move your camera up and down, and like tilt it up and down, and yeah, that's that's taken away from me. So it's like, oh god, I can't. This is too much. I've made it onto the lower part of this slope here, and I'm going to continue to try. I'm at the very edge here by the red line, and repositioning this close to the enemy is pretty risky because they could just charge out at me. This is a mistake that I've made many times in the past, but if I can just get on more even ground, I'm going to feel a bit better about my chances here. Like, this is already better, you know? But at the same time, units do move a lot faster in this game, so once they decide to start to charge at me, yeah, like already, like what are they doing? Are they moving? Looks like they're just reforming. Okay. They're not charging me then. Okay, I think this is the charge. I think this is the charge here. Let's see if I can get reformed so that I can face off against them. And have Cav come down here. And then have my skirmishers selected so that I can get ready for any charges. And my archers, are they not in range? Oh, they're still reforming. Okay. Okay, so they could have been shooting this whole time if I hadn't just reformed. I feel like pressing up if they're gonna... Yeah, it kind of feels like they just backed off. Although, I don't want to, you know, put too much in that because they can easily reform and advance again. Yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting little feint there. Okay, here comes another press. Round shield cavalry is right up the middle on the flanks and on the flanks. So the general's right up the middle. Their skirmishers are going to have a range advantage on us. So they can throw into us while we can't throw into them. But then our archers can do some good fire as well. So let's try to bring back like this. Come back, please. Yep, you're moving back. That's perfect. And yeah, you're moving back. Perfect. All right, so they all did their jobs perfectly. And let's go in here. Here, and then... Oh, damn, they got their charges in there. That sucks. So let's charge in there and get them. And how are we doing on that side? Should we come back? Actually... Ooh, Rancho Cavalry, actually. Yeah, or I bring infantry. Let's get them there. And let's get them there. And let's get them there. And run them down, please. I don't want them to get away. And let's get the war dogs after those guys. And why? Okay, you did not do what I told you to do. You have to go in there and kill these guys because I just lost an entire unit of cavalry. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, we got some bull warriors coming in here. Alright, they did not hear no bell. Can you guys get back in your normal formation, you goofballs? Come on, guys. Alright, let's go here, and... yeah, I don't want to let these guys go. I'd rather kill them if I can. Let's go here and here. And those are war dogs. Alright, they're just kind of looking for targets. And okay, we got into the bull warriors here, but I don't know if this is a fight that I want to take. Unless I can break them right away. Yeah, let's back. Yeah, they just broke my guys. Yeah, that's not a fight that I wanted. And did they break my bull warriors? Oh yeah, they broke my guys up here. Alright, let's get my general involved actually. You come up here please, and then yep. Let's get rid of at least one units of these bull warriors. Light Auxilia can come up as well. And general will get a charge in, and if we don't break them right away, there we go, that's the break, perfect. Alright, so we took some knocks. What's their percentage of enemy kills is, yeah, we got 64 of them. Yeah, that's not enough. Not enough to delete that army, that's too bad. Although, gosh, there is still some units that are hanging about. Ooh, more bull warriors. Ooh. 74 bull warriors here. Gosh, they're like coming for me too. Well, I'm just gonna let them come for me. I have these war dogs that haven't been released either. So let's send them after the bull warriors. Well, this is an excellent opportunity. I'm so happy this bull warriors came back to fight me. I get to get rid of 2 units of bull warriors. That's pretty cool. I have some war dogs that are coming back up as well. They might hit them in the back. But yeah, these guys are getting shot by archers. Taking some casualties, not like an enormous amount. Let's get Light Auxilia up like this, and then you guys might want to come down like that. Yeah, get ready to throw your javelins in there, and then down like that. And I don't even really want my Auxilia to fight these guys because they're not meant to. And let's continue this. There we go. Yep, they broke. Perfect. And then let's run these guys down. Archers go off of fire at will mode. How you guys? Come on. Why can't I do that when they're grouped together? That's so weird. Oops, wrong units, guys. I was like, what's going on here? All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Run these guys down. And oops, I got my control sped up there. All right, 6 left. And where's that bring me? 75? Yeah, still not enough. 75%, not enough to get the job done, but all right. We banged them up, but then we got banged up in return. I'm gonna have to get, yeah, I lost 211 men. Casualties, inflicted. Yeah, these early legionary cohorts did pretty well. Archer Auxilia did okay, but it was snowing. I think that kind of reduced their effectiveness a little bit. Yeah, Auxilia did okay. Light Auxilia did okay. Yeah, War Dogs barely got involved. Okay. Yeah, I might have to... Gosh, do I have to... Victory! Get these units healed up? Ooh, there's another Spanish army. See, I don't want to advance too far in. I don't want to get sucked into the... I don't want, like, another quagmire, you know? Like, one quagmire is enough. I don't want to just get sucked into another, you know, thing that I have to reinforce endlessly for forever and ever and ever. So, I guess I can't move. So I'm stuck here for now. We will see if they want to attack into me. And then, yeah, I can pick up reinforcements from Norbert Martius, and then I can get on my way. This little Gallic army is kind of making me nervous because it's right next to aluminum, and I have nothing. I have a peasant in aluminum and palisades. So like they could threaten aluminum, and like how fast could I get up there? I could get up there in 2 turns with my infantry if I needed to. So that's good. Yeah, that's good news. And is it time now to think about this? Do I go in and fight? Sure. So let's attack the rebel or the brigand army. Because here's the thing. So this fort is going to last for 3 turns. So I could just like stand here and wait. The thing is though, is that I would rather attack these Britain armies in the summertime and not the winter so that they don't have the advantages. And that would mean like getting rid of the brigands now so that I could attack next turn, I think, is the idea there. So, yeah, I guess I need to go in there. This is such a scruffy army, too, but I think they can beat brigands. I have some Astati, some archers, okay, basically just 1 unit of archers. Very beat up cav. Actually, let's kind of merge this army. That looks a little bit better. Yeah, very, very, very banged up. But let's go in here and... Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Okay, thank God. They just retreat. I don't care. They want to stay there, fine. They want to cause devastation on Kandate Redenum, fine, I guess. At least now I can reinforce my army, I think. Can I... Okay, I think I can. So if I can swap units between the 2 armies, I think that means they're close enough to reinforce. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, hopefully that's what that means. And then we can try attacking in the next turn. Okay, so that looks okay. And then I know I have some brigands up here that I need to fight as well. Here with you. And yeah, this is another like questionable, like, can I actually win this? You know, there's a general here, 1 stars. I don't know what's in the rest of his army, but I mean, I have a Stadi, I have a full strength Triarii, which is nice, 2 full strength archers, and some, yeah, decent cav, so.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, let's get rid of these guys. So, yeah, 3 peasants, 1 warband, 2 naked fanatics, and then the rebel general himself. So, yeah, not too bad. Again, we will be deploying on the upside of this slope here, and I would imagine they would be right in front of me, but I guess not. Ooh, are they on the side of the woods? That's a little bit tricky. Yeah, I want to be able to use my archers here. If they want to kindly come out in the open, I'd prefer that, but it looks like they have some units that are remaining behind the wood line there. I think it should be okay if I square off against them like this. And using my archers, I should be able to bring them into a frontal assault against me. They may be getting ready to attack me. Or is that just a feint? May have just been a feint. Yeah, I'm not quite in range yet with my archers. So I'm going to continue to press forward here, although I'm wary of troops coming out from that forest there. So I have my left flank of cavalry sort of inverted to try to help defend against that. Oh my goodness. I accidentally clicked the lose formation button on my units, and that's right when the enemy chose to attack, so good on them. Let's try to get my Velites back. Nope, they just want to get charged. That is fine, and let's go ahead and change these, charge these Naked Fanatics to my cavalry. I think they should do okay. I think Naked Fanatics take a lot of damage on the charge. Yeah, there we go. And go ahead and toss in. Let's get my Triarii and on the general here. And yep, Barbarian Mercenaries can go in as well. And let's get you guys back and get ready to charge those Naked Fanatics.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general
and
with fear.
Let's see, dogs can go up.
Like a
You guys can run. And yeah, dogs, you guys can run as well. And let's see, you got warband in the forest, so just keep an eye on them. And we can go ahead and charge them down. And then, yep, you get Triarii, don't need to overchase. And let's go ahead and let's see here. You guys chill, and then general. Ooh, yeah, you guys went all in. All right, let's try to get you guys back. There's still some warband there, and warband do hurt. So, ooh, the general came back. Oh no, guys, get back here. Get back here. All right, dogs are going. Yeah, warband are still there. Let's try to run down those peasants. Let's try to reform my army here. And then, yeah.
The enemy general is running away.
Okay, good. Nice, awesome. So we got him there.
The enemy general is dead. His
And
men know their doom approaches.
now we just have to send in the cavalry, and let's break these guys. So you go here, you go here. It's just the warband essentially that I think needs to be broken. Yep, you guys don't need to stand there. You guys can actually just retreat because I have you on skirmish mode. There you go. Man, they just like getting charged, you know. 81 kills for the enemy. And let's see here. Town watch. Oh, that's the casualties. I thought that was inflicted. I always get these backwards. Yep, War Dogs got 48 kills. Nice. And Roman archers for 68 and 47, and 46 for the Equites, 187 for Equites. Yeah, all right, looks good. And I still think that I haven't lost a single man from that unit of Triarii. Now, that's not the unit of Triarii that I started the campaign with. I'm pretty sure the Senate gave me that unit. But still, it's kind of nice having one of those old units still hang about.
Orders.
Now, let's get these units
General, sir.
on these boats, and I think I can get these archers down as well. And then I have, like, that's a decent group of units for another shipment of troops. I don't think I have any other units trained up here. Nope, and nope, and then nope. So yeah, let's send you guys, Are there any angry boats? I mean, I have a trireme, 2 biremes. That should be sufficient to protect myself. So yeah, let's go.
Yes, Captain.
Let's go. And these auxilia can't make it to Narbor Martius without an escort. So that's stupid, but whatever. That's what we're doing. Let's send... Yeah, archers, 1, 2, 3, and early legionaries go to Lugdunum because that's what your job is. You are the escort man. That's just what you got to do now. So, come down here, meet up with, let's see.
Imperator. Sir.
Yeah, meet up with that auxilia, and then head there. You can drop them off the Narbor Martius next turn. And then, yeah, then this army can, like, pick up, I don't know, maybe just pick up some healthy units from Narbor Martius, and then move
Imperator.
on their way. How's their cav? Ooh, their cav's pretty dinged up. Ugh, shoot. I only have 1 unit of healthy cav here in Narbor Martius, and I would want, essentially, 2 more units, if I could get them. Alright. Lugdunum, what you got? Can you just show me your units? Please. And yeah, let's just pick up some cav. 1 and 2, and they can link up with him. Yeah, that's how we gotta do things. There you go. You're just like an in-between. That's your job.
Imperator.
Alright, that should be fine. I have a little bit of money left to spend. Not much. I'm tempted to spend it actually on this 1 unit of barbarian mercenaries up here. 800 denarii is so much money to spend right now, but like this is where I need units the most. Still, with that being said, I wouldn't use that unit in this turn. I would be using that unit in the next turn's battle. So let's save that for the next turn's battle. For now, let's train up another unit of Roman Cav because I just sent some on their merry way. And then what? Do I need... Let's see, Auxilia. Light Auxilia look good. Archers, I feel like I have enough archers. And then early legionary cohorts, that's 4 down here, which is the right amount. And then 3 up here. So maybe, I mean, I do have more on the way.
Aye, Captain.
I have 2 units of early legionaries on their way here. What about Auxilia? Do I need more of those? So I have 0 Auxilia up here in Lugdunum, and then these guys are going to be gifted off to this army. So let's get some more Auxilia going. Perfect, they're cheaper. So that's nice. So let's get those guys, and I guess I have enough money to train up another unit of Auxilia down here. Oh, I don't. Okay, I'm just short. I could train up another spy. Spies would be nice, but I don't think that that's just like a luxury item right now. I just can't afford it. Now I am ready to end this turn, so let's go ahead, and I wonder if this Spanish will attack me down here. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. And then same thing with the Britons up here. Again, I don't think they can. I don't think they have the siege equipment yet. No, they do not. So this should stay quiet, unless they decide to attack my actual army, which, again, yeah, who knows? We'll find out, I suppose. They're attacking me. Wow, that's happening. And my reinforcements they're not in reinforcement range. That sucks. Wow, okay. That sucks. Yeah, gosh, I couldn't, like, I tried, you saw me. I tried to get my guys as close as I could, and there was, like, no way for me to get them closer. So that, yeah, that sucks. So at least in the first army is, like, beatable, I suppose. Swordsmen, 3 warband, wood warriors. So it's 1, 2, 3 swordsmen, 3 warband, 1 wood warriors, 1 chosen sword. So it's gonna be 4 warband altogether. Okay. So yeah, just a melee rush. I have 4 general's bodyguard units, that's good. That's pretty gosh darn good. They have the 4 warband, but my general's bodyguards should do well against the swordsmen, including their general, as a swordsman unit. That's nice. He should be able to be broken by a charge from the Roman generals. And I do have 3 units of archers, 3.5 essentially. But like, as far as holding with my melee, I got Principes, that's something. I got Principes. So yeah, defeating the first army should be doable, but then facing off against this army, this is going to be very, very difficult. Unless I have some very favorable terrain, which I kind of doubt it. Yeah, he's a 2-star general. And does he have anything else? Okay, let's see. Anything else? Yeah, +1 morale. Reverend. That's going to make it tough. -1 command when defending. Okay, so he's not... Okay, +1 command when attacking. And +1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. Interesting. So that's what... yeah, I was wondering. I thought he was only a 1-star general, but he's getting an extra 1 star because he's the attacker right here. Anything else here? And +2 to your general's hit points. So yeah, he's going to be tougher to kill as well. So yeah, killing him is going to be very, very difficult. Yeah, a lot of forces too. A full strength chosen sword, and just a lot of meat. The warbands, the barbarian mercenaries. They're all 120 man units. Yeah, field slingers. Just a lot of meat in this army, and dealing with his chariot unit and the chosen swords is going to be the biggest issue with dealing with them. If we can like crush that first wave, then we have a chance. But if these armies link up and attack me together, I don't know what I can do. I do have a 4-star Titus Flaminius though, so yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Do not fear these Britons. Their faces may be painted blue, but their red guts spill as easily as those of other men. We stand on the defensive today. Let them wear themselves out against our battle line. They outnumber us by a significant margin, but so what? One of them is worth less than the dirt beneath a toenail. That said, our skills, our training, and our tactics are second to none. Numbers can be deceptive. We may be able to hide men in the woods nearby. With luck, that would be a surprise for our foes. When I set my heart on an attack, I do so knowing that I will win, that my men will win, that victory is within reach. All we need to do is stretch out and grasp the foe firmly by the throat. So let your battle cry put fear into the enemy's guts. Call out to them and be brave. Call to the heavens and let strength and honor be your watchwords today.
That's the speech that we needed to hear. That's the speech that these men needed to hear as we prepare for this defense. Now, can I use the woods in my favor? Can I use... Having this be a anchor point for my right flank feels pretty nice. I feel like that's going to allow me to... I can anchor on this, and then that way their chariots are going to have to kind of go all the way around my lines. I can even like have my lines kind of go around a little bit and yeah, curve around on the left side. Just to try to make their chariots, like if they want to go forward, they can charge into my javelins, and if they want to go all the way around, they could get mobbed by 4 units of General's Bodyguard. Or they actually, yeah, I was thinking about attacking that first wave first, wasn't I? Oh, that's tempting. Just to get that first wave out of the way and going on the attack. Can I do that and then like come back to this point though to face off against the second wave? I kind of doubt it. I have a feeling that's not going to work, but I mean, I can get lined up and see what happens here. This feels like such a desperate last stand here. Okay, they're right in front of me.
More men.
And how far? Ooh, they're not that far off. They're like right there. I mean, it looks like they're coming for me. So the first line seems confident enough to come at me. I hope they attack. I really do. If anything, maybe I can sort of incentivize them to attack by like kind of poking them with my cavalry a little bit. What do they have on their flanks? Road Warriors? Oh, that's so perfect. Yeah, because I can just like destroy Road Warriors with a charge. And then what do they have here? Warbands? So I have to be careful of that, definitely. But if I can kind of pick off these units on the flanks, like Swordsman would also be a good target as well. Swordsman and Chosen Swords are right there. And I feel like I should maybe target the Chosen Swords, although, I don't know, I mean, they're heavily armored, so like, I don't know, doing damage to like units with lighter armor also feels like a good idea. Alright, let's get my guys running so that they can get ready to go. And, alright, archers are shooting in. I think they're going after the warband. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then, let's charge in here with my heavy cav units. And there we go. So they want to charge in, and now let's get you guys around here and get ready to charge into the rear. Yep, World Warriors got wrapped up, and that's the general, right? So I'm tempted to go after the general, although those warband are kind of coming up. Yeah, they're ready to screen their general. So smart barbarians. Yeah, that's exactly. Although if we can, I mean, I'll sandwich some warband for sure. But if they want to leave their general out in the open, I can use that as an opportunity. See, like right now they're just standing there getting shot. Bringing swordsmen out. Ooh, yeah, perfect. Let's get these swordsmen. So they're gonna come on in and get them, and if they want to bring their chosen swords over as well. So yeah, we got another unit of swordsmen. So they're broken. Let's get my generals back out. We can let my light cav handle them. And yep, now they're bringing in some warband out. So let's go here. And yeah, looks like they're getting whittled down by my archers. And to warband and warband. Alright, so those are the units that are going to be a lot harder for me to break, I think. Yep, let's come over here. Let's back up. Let's kind of draw them out. Here, back up. You can run. That'd be great. You can run. That'd be fan-frickin-tastic. And if we can charge into the rear of them, maybe. Maybe. Did that break them? That broke them. Perfect. Oh, thank God. Alright, let's back up. Back up. Back up. Oh, did I lose one of my generals? Oh, no. No, that's so bad. Alright, let's try to hit here. And can you guys get those guys? If they're gonna run away. And that's the swordsman right there. And yeah, let's try to back up so we can charge into the swordsman. And there we go. Let's charge into the swordsman there. And can we go back over here? What's happening? So there's swordsman. Can we get him? Because that's the general, I think. Chosen swords are right there. And yep, get the chosen swords out of the way, please, and thank you. So they're all taken care of, I think. What's that? Is that warband? Alright. Alright, so let's get my cav back up here, and then cav back up here, and get ready for the second wave. And let's come back over here, and alright, I guess we could use some help killing these swordsmen. So yeah, you can charge into the rear of those guys, and let's get barbarian mercenaries back up here. And how's my ammo?
Flees. Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too.
Alright, so he's down, and ooh, guys. Oh, guys, no. Oh, they're running away. Okay, never mind. Alright, so let's get you guys back up here. And yep, you come over here. And Velites, I'm assuming you have no ammo left. Yeah, so let's just use a screen. That's fine. So here is fine. And then there. Alright, so what do we got? Warband coming in. And are they trying to get around me? They kind of are, aren't they? Okay, that's interesting. What do I do against that? I have some like auxilia that I can like screen and then Alright, let's see. Cav, what do we have here? Alright, more warbands. Let's see, guys coming in here. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and throw your peel them in, I'm fine with that. And are you guys gonna make your way around? I set my auxilia to kind of screen for this. And maybe use my general here. And then yeah, let's send Principes into flank those guys there. And now let's have my archers target their general here, here, and then here. And let's come back here because I feel like they might be targeting my heavy cav.
Enemies show their true virtue.
Yeah, don't want him to get into my heavy cav. Yep, here we go. Let's get spears here, and let's get heavy cav into here. And let's try to destroy him. If we can get that general, maybe we have a chance. There we go. That's the general. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. All right, let's just press forward. Come on, guys. Press forward. Let's go. Let's go. Press forward. Let's get these guys. And then back here, let's send dogs because their morale should be shaken. And so the fear effect from the dogs might be able to cause a break on those guys. And you guys have to come back and help against the warband. Also help against the warband there. Let's break them. Perfect. We have one auxilia holding up all of these guys here, which is wonderful. And so let's split these units up. They can't all be going after the same guys. Let's see. Archers out of ammo. Let's see, attack there. Principes hit here, and then Mercenaries come back around to help out. And Barbarian Mercenaries come around to help out. Because yeah, there's so much behind us here. Astadi, come back around. Archers turn around. Archers turn around. You guys still have ammo left, and you guys... Oh, we have so much back here that needs to be killed. Let's see. Generals, come back. I need you guys back. Let's go after those slingers, and let's go after... I don't know, Warband seems scary. Let's go after the Barbarian Mercenaries. I don't want to hit Warband. Those spears are just gonna hurt. Let's just go there. And then these Cav... Actually, Principes, you go back. I think I need you in the back. And Cav, continue here. And Samnites, go after those slingers here. General, go after the slingers. And archers, go here. And yeah, they're breaking it. They're breaking us here in the back. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, this is such a fight. Let's see here. Warband, Barbarian Peasants. Just break the peasants. Because that might cause a morale break on these guys. So they're getting into slingers. Samnites getting into slingers there. Perfect. And Velites also put pressure on, let's see, Barbarian Mercenaries put pressure on slingers. Just shut down the freaking slingers, would you? Charge into them here. And... What are you, archers? Going into Warband? Obviously not a good fight, but I need whatever I can get. Yeah, come here, and come here, break those slingers there. And is that my general? Yeah, whatever you're doing in the forest, stop. And then I need these guys to come back. Actually, are you Barbarian Mercenaries? Let's see. Yep. There we go. Oh my god, we got it. Holy smokes. Continue this battle, and let's try to kill as many of these guys as possible. Holy smokes. Oh my god. Oh man. Holy smokes, what a battle. Yeah, that terrain piece ended up being really clutch. Alright, you, let's see, who's closest to you? Slingers, maybe? How many of them have been killed? 93%, so they should be dead. I think we just have to... right now we're just like farming experience, I think. Yeah, that was a big one. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure, I thought that we had lost one of our generals. Is that not the case? Maybe he just routed. I thought that when his unit tile like grayed out, that meant that he had died, but maybe not. Maybe he just like his unit was running away. Maybe is what that meant. Anyway, yeah, 2,442 kills. And then yeah, lost like that many put together. Yeah, casualties inflicted. The Roman generals carried. Look at that: 223, 233, 338, and then 211. Velites 94 kills. Yeah, Jesus. I mean, they were a small unit too. Like, yeah. My goodness, yeah, good job for the Velites. Stadi 11, War Dogs at 111, and that was a small unit too. Wow, that was like a really beat up unit. 72 archers, Auxilia were Chads. Gosh, they like held up that flank forever, and there was again a very very small beat up unit. Yeah, 268 kills for those archers. Jesus, freaking carries. Yeah, Principes did a good job holding the line. Barbarian Mercenaries did their jobs. Samnites did their job. I mean, it was just, what an effort. What a freaking effort. Yeah, Equites and the Barbarian Cavalry Mercenaries also, you know, did very well, 238 to 161. Jesus. Holy smokes. That really, I don't know. Okay, I was just gonna say that like alleviates issues on this front. Luckily, we have reinforcements here. Okay. God, that's crazy that I have to fight another battle up here. But why? So that's so weird, though. Why could this guy... Like, I understand the garrison. The garrison is under siege, and that's why they weren't able to reinforce. But why wasn't he able to reinforce in that last battle, and then he can reinforce in this battle? It doesn't make any sense. That's so bizarre. And that is so, so weird. Alright, so what am I fighting up against? Another unit of healthy chosen swords, and then warband, slingers, warband, slingers. British heavy chariots. Shit, that's scary. Slingers, swordsmen. Alright, so let's... I want to make sure that I'm controlling everything here. So yeah, let's do that. And can I save? Here, wish I could save. Because yeah, I'm terrified of not being able to, oh god, I just hope it doesn't crash. Oh, that would suck so much. Look at how much is left of this army. Same exact spot, and oh my goodness, it is just so beleaguered. And as far as reinforcements, I'm only going to get 1 unit in the beginning because I chose to let the AI control it. I'm sorry, no, I chose to control it myself. So where are you guys? Are you guys over here? Oh god, I could use those reinforcements right now. Gosh. See, that's what's so like janky about the reinforcements in this game. Alright, can I even hold against those like chariots by myself? I don't know. Warbands. Here's warband. So the chosen swords are on that side. I'm almost wishing... Dang, you know what I'm wishing? I'm wishing that I had put my cav in the forest and hit them there so that I could strike out and hit the chosen swords in the flank. But I'm very scary of leaving a flank open for those British heavy chariots. Because I need my heavy cav essentially to like handle them is kind of how I feel. Let's send my auxilia out here and then here. And then let's just kind of bring my cav back like here and then here. I don't think I can do what I did in the last game where I was, adventurous with my cav. I think here I need to really just kind of... Let's send you guys here and then... Yep. You guys go here and then British... Alright, yeah, they're going in their chariots, so let's go here and then here. Oh, nope, never mind. Just go here and here. And then here, let's hit those guys there. And let's get... Ooh, I forgot to turn my archers off of skirmish mode. Alright, let's get back. Get off of skirmish mode, hit those chariots. Get off of skirmish mode and hit those chariots, please. And, yep, you guys can get back, please, and thank you. Yep, this is way messier. You can run, that'd be great. And perfect, he's running away. Let's have my archers... Let's have my archers go to fire arrows here and then here and then here. And let's try to break them here. Big old blob. And if we can break them and have them start running away. So Principes go in here and then here. So yeah, now fire arrows are coming on in. Slingers. Swordsmen. Where are those Hastati? Are they making their way through? I could use some help, guys. Let's say in war dogs as well. Oh, those are not war dogs. Where are my war dogs? Here, war dogs can go. Hit those swordsmen, please, and thank you. And yeah, just go. Hit them. Let's charge here. Let's go. Let's hit them. And archers can go off of fire at will mode. There we go. Cease fire. And how are we doing on casualties? So we've killed 68% of their guys. So let's continue this. And let's send my general out as well. And keep going, guys. Keep going. You turn around and get here. So you guys go here. You go here. And then you go here. And let's try to get as many of these guys as possible. And that looks to be about good. Alright. Last few guys there. They're down. Oh man. Okay. I want to get out of this as fast as possible so that I can drop a save. There we go. That's that. Because I'm just so paranoid that this is going to crash right now. Drop a save. There we go. Okay. Whew. Oh my god. Holy smokes, what an end turn. My goodness, that was crazy. That does a lot to smash up the Britons. They have a force here, so more British light chariots, a very beleaguered force. Drewston, I think you're someone that I'd fought and you had gotten away. But yeah, look at that. Not a whole lot left. In fact, you might even go as far as to say that I have more forces up here than they do. Now, yes, I do need to deal with these brigands eventually. You know what? Screw that. Let's just not even fight them until I've taken some more Briva. They want to cause devastation, as I said before. Fine. So be it. You know? Oh, hey, and the Gauls are back. Yeah, perfect. God, that's so annoying. Yeah, the Spanish should not attack me.
Sir!
Yeah, I think
Imperator!
what might have to happen here is that it's time for you, as I've been saying, it's time for you to start making your move up north, and then can you get here? And it would take you 3 turns to get here. And that's just cavalry. If I just sent cavalry, it would take 3 turns. Huh. Let's see, what about you guys? How long would it take cavalry from here? I only have the Roman cav, that's all I have, damn. Okay.
Sir!
I mean, you could argue that it's not even an emergency to get guys up north anymore. But I don't know. I don't really like that argument, you know? I feel like it's still a very tense situation, you know? Alright, 2,900 in the treasury. It's probably just from not having to pay men's salaries anymore. That's my guess from that. Senate offices assigned. Oh, perfect. Hey, wow, Decius Julius, Pontifex Maximus. Jesus, dude. Alright. Yeah. Wow, how about that? I remember not liking you at one point. Yeah, I remember thinking, wrong-headed and corrupt. I remember thinking useless assessor, careless. I was like, man, these are like some bad ones. But yeah, I guess, you know, you've come out okay, haven't you? Yeah, we can't even see the Pontifex Maximus. It's not even showing up here under his traits. I think because he has so many, perhaps, maybe? I don't know. Council for Harius Venetianus. And what is that going to be giving you? So that's giving +2 command and +2 influence. Perfect. That's just what we need up here. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what we needed. And Quaestor for Quintus Julius. Oh, Quintus Julius. Quaestor, at the age of 69. That's my fault. I really have not given you much to do in your career. And you were perfectly capable the entire time. +1 management. For sitting in Lugdunum, you know what? That's okay. I'll take it. Well, we have 3 guys in office. All right, I'll take it. And let's see. One of our diplomats has died. Where were you? You were hanging out in Cordoba. Okay. What else? Diplomat that was hanging out in Egypt has died as well. Let's see. Servius Julius family member. So yeah, someone did die, didn't he? I thought someone had died. Okay, I'll look at that in a moment. Manius Tuditanus, that sounds like a boy's name. Yeah, from the Tuditanus family line. Interesting. That's the guy that's the geezer that I let married into the family. And then, let's see, trait increase, Titus Flaminius. Yeah, Supreme Commander. He's earned that one for that genius work that he has done up north. And then Titus Flaminius, Military Tribune, +1 command when defending. Yep, yeah, you've earned that. Improves the chances of getting elected to senatorial offices and 10% bonus to your popularity with the Senate. Awesome. Yep, that's all good. I wonder, in fact, I was at 6 Senate approval points before, and where am I at? I'm still at 6. Okay, so that's not doing anything for me. And yeah, didn't recruit much. And what do we have here? The Greeks and the Pontics are at war, and the Britons are at war. Okay, all right. I kind of doubt that they're actively engaged. They're not. Yeah, they're not bordering them at all. And ceasefire between the Senate and the Germans. All right. Jesus Christ, what a freaking end turn that was. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Well, the good news is What is the good news? I keep thinking, I'm like, all right, let's send an army north. And then the thing is that I need an army down here. Because this fort isn't just protecting Nabra Martius, like that's what these forts are for. This fort is more so for protecting Lebanon. Than just, you know, not letting the gulls kind of just rampage through my lands and cause destruction and devastation. So, you know, it feels very necessary to have an army down here and just, you know, continue to hammer this down. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I need an army heading north as soon as freaking possible, you know? So, the most, like I don't want to call it the dumbest thing, but the most simple solution is to send you back here to, you know, scare away the gulls again. And eventually, this army here in Nabra Martius is going to be ready to either A, go up to Candate Redinum, or B, take the place of this army itself and just hang out here in this territory. This army, if I were to look at this army, like how close am I? I need 3 units of cavalry, and I need a handful of more spears. Oh, and yeah, well, no, I have archers. That, and then I would need, so 1, 2, 3 cavalry, and then 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 cav and 3 spears. That's all I would need. So, really what I could do is I could send, actually, I have 2 cav here. I could send 1 more cav unit down from Lugdunum just to, like, make this a full army, and then train up 2 more spears, and then this would be a full army here in Nabra Martius. I also, yeah, there's these guys. There's no spears here, though. I don't think. Did I train any spears? No, I didn't train any spears. So I would have to get 2 more spears here in Massilia, and then bring them to this army here in Nabra Martius, and then they would be ready to go. And there's no spears here. There is 1 spear. Okay, 1 spear unit. And there's 1 spear unit here. So I would just need 1 more spear unit. So this army is like pretty much ready to go. Yeah. It's like, yeah, if I just kind of strip these cav units. Let's just like do it. Let's do that. Okay, now that's too many. Alright, I made a boo-boo. I was going to leave these guys here anyway. That's fine because they were going to reinforce that army. So let's do that, and then let's just bring these guys out of the settlement just to kind of see what this army looks like. Bring you guys there. So cav, early legionnaire cohorts, boom, boom, boom. And then what do I want? I just want 3, let's see, 2. Oh yeah, war dogs. I like having war dogs. That's right. War dogs and then 2 more spears. Yeah, and I have war dogs up here, don't I? I do. They can't make it there in 1 turn. And are you guys going to be okay? If I just lower taxes by a bit? Yeah, you'll be fine. And then I can bring you here. Yeah, that army is like almost ready to go. Train up 1 unit of spears, and then just link up with those war dogs. And then, yeah, they'll be ready to head out on their merry way. So I think that's the plan then. Decius Julius, you continue to play whack-a-mole just for infinity. And then it's going to be you, Tertius Emilius. What's your stats? 2 stars. Local hero is +1 morale. That's a good one. Yep, that's good. Trusty, and then... Yeah, you're mostly a glorified escort, but like, you know, once you get up north, it's going to be Harius Vinicianus and Titus Flaminius that are going to be leading the armies. You don't need to really worry your pretty little head about that. That's going to be not really your job. Although, yeah, I did lose one of my generals up here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought I did. It was weird. Didn't I have access to his unit, at least, in the second battle? That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure I did, didn't I? So, like, his unit still existed even though he was dead? Yeah, anyway, that was kind of, interesting. Alright, I should at least look at my territories over here to make sure that nothing's happening. I know I can just keep trusting that nothing is happening over here, but, if, like, there's, like, Germans that are, like, right on me, and I'm like, oh, shit, there's Germans looking at me. Yeah, we're at war with the Germans, still. It's hard to believe sometimes, but they're still there, and maybe the Brutii are pressuring them? Maybe? Are they at war with anyone else? Just the Roman factions. So, they're not at war with the Thracians, they're allied with the Thracians, in fact. Okay, well, we'll see about that. But, yeah, in any case, that's... Man, I'm so glad that episode worked out, or that, you know, intern worked out like that. Because that's cleared out a lot of pressure. And I think that I have... yeah, these guys are going to be making their way up pretty soon here. But you know what? That is all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Conasip playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.